Hi guys, it's me, the Dweeb, and Tippy is here today. She's being so cute. I love her so much. Usually she's in the room, but she doesn't want to be on my lap. She'll be at my feet or something. But as soon as I sat down today, she was like, let me up and let me up right now. So anyways, Tippy's here. Maybe she'll be like this the whole time and won't fuss and eventually want to get down. Happy New Year, guys. Holidays are over. I'm so happy about it. It's a new day. It's a new year. It's a new decade, which is pretty cool. I never make any New Year's resolutions. I haven't made a New Year's resolution since I was probably in high school. Because, they never stick. They never last. So what's the point? But today, I will say, I was getting ready for work and I was texting one of my friends and I typed LOL and I wasn't laughing out loud at all. I really wasn't even laughing. And I thought that would be a good New Year's resolution to not say LOL unless you're actually LOLing. And for about first of all, I just said LOLing. Unless you're actually laughing out loud. Let's not be a teenage girl forever. Unless you're actually laughing out loud. But that lasted for about 3 minutes. I was like, yeah, that'd be a good one. Maybe I should do that. And then I was just like, that won't last. That by March, I'll be like, LOL. Because LOL is just such a good filler. It's such a good at the end of a sentence or something to say it, just to I don't know, because sometimes you're texting and you're like, ugh, that could borderline sound mean, and then you throw in LOL and it just changes the whole thing. So I can't not use LOL, okay? Sorry, I guess, whatever. So that was my New Year's resolution for a total of 3 minutes, and then it went away. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to get into a lot of stuff today. I have a lot of pop culture news. What are you doing? Pop culture news to chat about with you guys, as well as Bravo news. Vanderpump Rules premiered this week, so that is big topic to talk about. Let's see. Let's start with, I guess, some stuff that actually happened still over the holiday season, since I haven't been on since before the holiday season. I'm going to cover a little bit of what things that went on during it. So Teresa and Caroline from New Jersey, my favorite franchise, they were seen filming something in LA, which is super, super interesting, being that they very publicly hate each other. It wasn't long ago at BravoCon that they wouldn't even share the same stage together. And now they're sitting side by side at a table filming something. So they must have gotten paid a lot of money each to be in a room with each other, because they, like I said, very publicly not long ago talked about how they both don't like each other. So that's super interesting. I still have no idea what it looked like a commercial. I don't know what it was for. I don't think anybody really knows what it's for, except for the people that were doing the commercial. I don't think it's gotten out yet. So hopefully we'll see something else about it soon. Like I said, that happened over the holiday season. So yeah, interesting stuff. They were both wearing red. I wonder what it was for. It could be a come together thing, women who wear red for, I don't know, I'm going off now. It's red is a lot of charities wear red and things like that. Anyways, derail. We'll see. Hopefully we'll find out soon, because I really want to know. I love Jersey girls. I love the Jersey girls so much. Also, over the holiday season, sticking with Jersey, we got the confirmation that Teresa and Joe are in fact splitting up. And then we also saw photos of Teresa at what looked like a ski lodge with Tony the pool boy. I couldn't be happier about this. If you listen back or remember, I mentioned a couple episodes ago of Pop Culture Dweeb that I really loved Tony and Teresa. I loved it so much. I love the way it sounds. I love the way they look. I love the Tony and Teresa idea. I'm here for it. I want it to happen. Make my dreams come true, Teresa, and just get with Tony because he's so cute. And he just seems like I'm like really talking with my hands a lot today. I just realized that. I mean, I always talk with my hands, but I feel like today a lot. I mean, if you're just listening to this, you're like, what are you talking about? If you're watching, you'll see. I'm doing it right now. I bet I should do that challenge where I like talk with my hands behind my back and see if I can like do it. So yeah, really want Teresa and Tony to get together. And I was really happy to see them over the holiday season. I'm not going to sit like that for the whole podcast. Anyways. Okay. So that's all I have for Teresa news, I guess. It was both about Teresa. Next topic I'm going to touch on. I can't even believe that I'm actually going to touch on it. But okay, guys. So over the holiday season, a little bit of news came out about Camila Cabello. She, as we know, is the fifth member, or was the fifth member, I should say, of Fifth Harmony. And then she went solo, and, you know, her solo career is doing really good. She's dating Shawn Mendes, supposedly now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I guess someone looked up her, what is it called, Tumblr history, and dug up a bunch of information on her and some of her thoughts, if you will. And they weren't very nice ones. They're very racist, if you will. And over the holiday season, like people like E! News, all those like outlets, TMZ, whatever, talked about it for literally 2 days, and then they just dropped it. And I'm sitting here wondering why. Well, I know why. She's a good PR team, and they just like covered it up and moved on and shut people up with money, probably. But like, okay, not to make everything about Bravo, but we've got all of this going on with Leanne Locken and how she called Carrie Mexican, and yes, it was the way she called it, and her Mexican, and blah, blah, blah. Camila Cabello can't be held to the same standards just because she's Camila Cabello. Like, that pisses me off so much. Like, we've got, I don't know his name, but he was the comedian that had a spot on SNL, and people dug up a bunch of tweets from him from past years that weren't exactly very nice and were racist, and he lost his spot on SNL. Like, I don't like it. I don't like these like bigger names. Like, we can figure out that they're doing, or that they're thinking, or maybe that they do think really inappropriate, nasty, mean stuff. And when it comes out about them, because they have X amount of money in their bank account, they can just get it wiped off the map. But then, like, I don't know, like someone who's of less, of less fame, I guess, if you will, or not famous at all, like, you shouldn't be saying those things to begin with at all. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to hold Camila Cabello accountable for the things that she said. We hold literally everybody else accountable for the things that they say. So why? I don't know. It just amazed me. I was really interested whenever the story broke about it, and all her like Tumblr posts like were being released and stuff. And I was really shocked by them too. But like, goes without saying. But I was really interested. I automatically thought, I was like, I wonder how long we're going to talk about this, because, you know, that I don't know his name. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. That guy from SNL that lost his position on SNL, it was going to be his first season, and then they found tweets and they took it away. Like, I just don't like it. I just don't like that. I mean, it's obviously the world that we live in, but like, if you're a huge, super big celebrity, and I didn't even think that Camila Cabello is that big of a celebrity, but I guess she's of a certain stature that she can just sweep stuff under the rug. So I don't know. I want to know like more people's thoughts about that. I feel like no one's talking about it. I've even like looked on her Instagram and stuff, and just to like see if like people, and of course like Instagram, it can be filtered nowadays where like they like, if you say certain words, it won't show up in the comments, like the celebrities won't see it. But like no one's even like on her like comments about it, like nothing. It's just like, I love my fans, we love you too. I was really blown away by the lack of noise people made about that situation. I don't know. If you're listening to this and you like have an opinion, I would love to hear it because no one's talking about it and I want to talk about it because I think it's wrong. I think that we should hold Camila. Also, she's just getting on my nerves. So I want to hold her accountable for something. So maybe she'll go away. But anyways, moving on. More Bravo news. Jeff Lewis, he had a Bravo show called Flipping Out. That I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be back on Bravo. I think they officially canceled it. I think him and Andy actually had like a little bit of a falling out, but then they like mended fences and they're okay now as like a friendship. But I don't think they'll be working together. I could also be totally making that up, but I do believe I heard that somewhere. Anyways, he, as we know, him and his partner Gabe, is it Gabe? Yeah, broke up a couple years after having their daughter Monroe. Love that name so much. Can you just okay, I'm gonna say this, and it is a huge pet peeve of mine, being that my name is Tabitha. I have been told many times, oh, that's my cat's name. Oh, Tabby's my cat's name. Da, 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 da. And it's like, awesome, cool, I have the same name as your cat. I'm now exactly doing that because I, for real, once had a dog named Monroe. I love that name. For a dog, for a human, I'm a hypocrite, I guess, whatever. But I love that name. Anyways, that was a little bit of a derail. But Jeff Lewis, his daughter's name is Monroe, and she's so cute. She's got blonde hair, big brown eyes. She's just the cutest little girl in the entire world. Love it so much. Anyways, he posted a picture of her on Instagram not that long ago, a couple days ago, and Kelly Dodd commented on it saying that she was beautiful, because she is, and that she looks like JonBenet. And people flipped out, saying that it was disrespectful for her to compare her to JonBenet, that she was and then I saw another one that compared her to a girl that was found in a suitcase, which she was not found in a suitcase. For those of you that don't know, you're literally living under a rock, and welcome to the world. JonBenet was a little girl who was killed on Christmas Day. Her case was never solved. She was big in like the pageant world. She was a little girl. She was super, super pretty. Early 90s. I can't remember. I mean, I was obviously like a tot myself, but yeah, early 90s, she was killed on Christmas Day, and the killer, we don't know who it is still to this day. They left a really creepy ransom note. A lot of people think it was the dad. Some people think it was the brother. Everyone in the family has been, checked out and not charged with anything. So, like, law enforcement is pretty positive that it was in the family, but people just don't know. The mom has since passed away. Anyways, but this isn't about true crime right now. Anyways, this is about Kelly Dodd comparing her to JonBenet's, like, just looks and people freaking out. I personally don't think that Monroe looks like JonBenet at all whatsoever. I mean, like, they have blonde hair. Oh, here we go. Let's go down this way, though, because that's not going to work out. Bye. Other than the blonde hair, they don't really look alike at all whatsoever. So I don't really get the comparison, but I also don't get why people are, like, pissed off about it. Like, she was really pretty. She was like an adorable little girl. So I think if anything, it's a compliment, but I guess I kind of stand alone or with the minority of the people that have an opinion on that situation, because apparently a lot of people are pissed. Okay, let's move on to Bachelor news. The Bachelor started this past week. I, as I've said before on this podcast, don't really love like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, like their full seasons, but I love like the spinoff shows like Bachelor in Paradise. Well, specifically Bachelor in Paradise. I don't really watch any of the other ones. But this one, I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's Pilot Pete. Maybe it's the fact that this Hannah bitch will not go away. It's got me hooked and I want to watch it. So I've been watching and only one episode came on, but it was 3 hours. So I guess it's like 3 weeks of footage. But yeah, Tibby, you're so weird. Anyways, but yeah, Been watching it. I can't even deal with this Hannah B character. Like, she's like your typical problems. Like, she's the type of girl that gives girls a bad name. Like, so she went on The Bachelor. It was down to 2 guys or 3 guys. I don't know. I wasn't watching her season. As I just said, I don't really watch it, but I'm watching this one. And she let Pete go, which is now The Bachelor, and she went after Tyler C or some other guy, and then asked Tyler C out on a date. I'm not sure. And then Tyler C ended up dating Gigi, and and then now, of course, she wants Pilot Pete, and blah, 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 blah. And then Pilot Pete's now The Bachelor, and then she shows up to give him his wings that he gave her back to be so sweet and nice and kind. And then she shows up again, and all the girls are like, what the fuck? As they should be. And then she cries, and she's like, I want you back. And it's really like, I don't want... What that means, Pilot Pete... if you're listening, and we all know that you are, is that she doesn't necessarily want you, but she doesn't want anyone else to have you. And she definitely is like, well, now you're The Bachelor. No. Don't fall for it, Pilot Pete. I swear to God, at the end of this season, if you end up with Hannah B, I am just going to freak out. She's like, she won't go away. I mean, I don't even have anything against her. I don't even like really dislike her. It's just like she was on The Bachelor, and then she was on The Bachelorette, and then she was on Dancing with the Stars, and then she won Dancing with the Stars, and now she's on The Bachelor again. It's like, Jesus effing Christ. Go away. Calm down. Go back to Alabama. Okay. Also, there's this girl on there also named Hannah Ann. Love her. She's so cute. She's also from Tennessee. She's from Knoxville. That's not why I love her. I love her because she knows how to play this effing game. She was stealing Pilot Pete left and right from those girls. Excuse me, can I steal you for a second? Every other minute she was saying that to all the other girls. And he would go with her, and she ended up getting the first impression rose, as she should. And when girls were like confronting her about it, she was just very much like, yeah, I'm really sorry you feel that way. Like, very pageant, very like obsessed with her. If I met her in real life, I don't think that her and I would like kick it. I don't think we'd be able to be good friends, but she just, I will say, for TV, for The Bachelor, she knows how to play this game, and she is one to watch. I think she's going to win. If Hannah B doesn't come in and ruin it, I think Hannah Ann will take Pete. Rooting for you, Hannah Ann. Anyways, E-News, big topic. E-News has changed. So for years, since before I was even into pop culture, E-News has been a thing where it comes on at 6 p.m. Central Time, people. And it's an hour long, and Juliana Rancic and a few other people in and out. Jason Kennedy eventually came in there, and he, made it pretty firmly in there as well. Talk to us about E-News. Talk to us about the things that are going on in the pop culture world. That's been going on, I think, since like 2000, like long time. Anyways, it is no more. It is now, well, it is still kind of alive, but it's totally different. They moved it to New York City, one. It used to be in LA. They moved it to half an hour. It used to be an hour. 2 new hosts that look like they have no idea what they're doing, but bless them. They're both very attractive and like fit the whole like eye candy part of being a TV host, but they're both very just like very robotic still, which I mean, I don't know. Put me in front of a camera in New York City that I know billions of people are watching, I would probably be a robot too. So who am I to judge? I will say that Liliana, I think is her name, great style. Loving her. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's also like now goals, because I looked her up today and she's 39 years old. Not anything about age. We all get older. 39 is not old. But she looks freaking awesome. And I know like a lot of whatever, you like can't say anything any nowadays without stepping in it. But I'm just saying, when I am 40, I hope I look as good as this girl. Because she looks amazing. I thought she was like my age. I was like, how did this 28-year-old, I'm 28. I was like, how did this 28-year-old get this job? And then I found out, she's actually been working a lot longer than I have. So she probably has been working her butt off. Anyways, Looks amazing. Love ya. I really like it, though. A lot of people are not happy about it. A lot of people aren't happy about the time change. That's another thing. It used to come on at 6 p.m. Now it comes on at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning for us Central folks. So, yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with the time change. A lot of people aren't happy with the now it being only an hour. Or now only 30 minutes, where it used to be an hour. I will say I wish it was still an hour. 30 minutes just isn't really long enough, but I think maybe it will grow into an hour. It's kind of like Nightly Pop. I mean, Nightly Pop is still 30 minutes, even though they had an hour show the other day. But it just like grew. I think they're just like kind of like getting their like feet wet, if you will. But I like it. The only thing I don't like is that like EDM song that comes on at 6 in the morning now. It's like, I am a morning person to begin with. I like naturally wake up sometimes at 5:30. It's weird. But I am a morning person. So I like the morning show because I like the morning show, but that's not what I'm talking about because the morning show is a show. Anyways, I like the morning schedule of the show, I will say. So yeah, I like that. But the song is like some Coachella EDM after hours shit, and I can't. It's too early for that. It's too early. So my only complaint, and I did tweet about it, would be that we need like a softer, not necessarily soft, like put you back to sleep, but like just like a little bit less harsh, a little less, in your face for 6 a.m. Or, I mean, maybe it works. Maybe it's waking me up more, but I'm already awake. I mean, I'm awake naturally at 5:30, so I don't need that. Okay, so yeah, I don't need that. Yeah. Okay, guys. I went back and forth on if I was going to talk about this, but every single outlet is talking about this, so I might as well too, because I consider myself a big news outlet, and you do too. Jana Kramer. I've talked about her on my podcast before. She's married to some guy named Michael something. I don't know. You know me, I'm bad with names. And he like cheated on her, and they like went public about them getting back together and how they're working on their marriage and And when I went over this on, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 podcasts ago, he had like gotten a text message from some random girl, and he deleted it on his phone, but he didn't delete it on his Apple Watch, and she found it on his Apple Watch, and so they got into this big like thing about that. But I'm not going to go back into that story because that story's old news. What I want to talk about, which you've probably already heard, is I guess in therapy, who knows when, I don't know these people personally, so let's not pretend like I do. In therapy, though, as they say, themselves have said on their podcast, Wind Down, they are now doing this like rule in their marriage where if they lie, it's okay on the bank that you come back within 24 hours and admit that you lied. So I'm probably butchering that a little bit. Like, people are probably like, no, that's not exactly what it was. But basically, let's say she asks her husband, Michael, a question about something he may or may not have done. He answers it with a lie. He then has 24 hours to say, I lied to you. And that is technically like a safe zone for him. So she can't get mad at him. Of course, she can get mad at him for like whatever he did or what, and go from there with the subject. But as far as the lie, he said he came back with his truth within 24 hours. That's something that like I would have been taught as like a 3-year-old as like lying is bad. Not even as a 3-year-old. My mom wouldn't have even taught me that because lying is just bad and you just don't do it. Like from age 1 to like age 154, like you just don't do it. Yes, we all tell white lies. We're all like, you know what? Yeah, like you look really good in yellow. And it's like, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about cheating. We're talking about finances. We're talking about big life-altering lies. They're not okay. And you don't get 24 hours to tell a lie and live in that lie and then come back. That's not how it works. I remember when I was little, I would like, I don't know, I lied to my mom about something. I came back within 24 hours because I was literally 4. And I was like, hey, I lied to you. Da, 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 da. That's cute. That's like, oh, my daughter has a conscience. That's good news. That's great. That's a good sign. If you're like a 30-something-year-old man with children and a wife and you're doing that, it's not cute. It's crazy. And I've said it before on the podcast. I don't get why this girl is still married to this guy. I don't. I think all of her friends are fucking stupid for not being like, Jana, you need to get out of this marriage. Get out of this marriage. I know you can't make anybody do anything. I mean, if anyone's teaching us that right now, it's Vanderpump Rules. But if I was your friend, Jana, which I highly doubt I ever will be, because if you ever heard this podcast, you'd probably be real mad at me, or just not like me, which is fine. But I would tell you that you deserve better. You're beautiful. You need to let it go. Find someone with hair, okay? Anyways, that's my 2 cents. I don't want to talk about it a lot because it really puts a fire in my body. Like, that should not be a rule. Let's just not lie. Let's be adults. Let's be accountable for our actions. Let's not fuck up to begin with. Anyways, moving on. Big news that just landed today. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are stepping back from their royal duties and moving to Canada. That's crazy. Like, I knew that was like kind of in the air. It was rumors, it was talks and things like that, but I didn't actually think that would happen. I mean, as we know, which I'm not going to get into that story, as we know, Prince Andrew is no longer a part of the royal family because he is crazy. And his mom's like, you got to go. You're like ruining our name. That's a different story. But Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I guess, they're still like a part of the family, but they're stepping back from their like duties. So like they're kind of not a part of the family also at the same time. As we know, Meghan has been having a hard time, she says, with getting accustomed to royal life. And then as we also know, Prince Harry, he sees Diana in Meghan and he doesn't want what happened to Diana to happen to Meghan. And so, I don't love it. I wish they weren't taking a step back from the royal family because I love like that a Hollywood actress is like a princess, like part of the royal family. But at the same time, like mental health matters. And if this is what they need to do to like make themselves happy and healthy, then that's what they need to do. They're supposed to be moving to Canada and they will be, going back and forth so that Archie has, his roots and is very accustomed with where he comes from, but they want him to live a regular life, and more details will come out this within the days. Like, this literally just was released today, like a couple hours ago. So yeah, that's crazy stuff. That's really crazy stuff. I'm gonna need a minute to take that in. Maybe we'll talk about it next podcast. Okay, moving on. It's Vanderpump Time. So Vanderpump Rules Season 8 premiered last night. I have been anticipating this for months now. And not just since the trailer came out, since way before the trailer came out. Like since it ended last year. Definitely since June. Definitely since Jax and Brittany's wedding. So yeah. It premiered last night. We finally met the new people whose names I do not know, and it will be a long time before I know them because we all know that I am bad with names. I think there's 5 new people, like new people, and we only met 3 of them last night. Dana is one of them. I have checked her name because I like her. She's quick. I like someone who's quick. Anyways, so yeah. Basically, the premise is of what's going on so far this season is Kristen is still in and out of her relationship with Carter. Katie, Stassi, and now also Lala are done with it. They are not happy. They're like, get it together, get out of that relationship. And I go back and forth. I know I just said that, like we were just talking about the Jana Kramer thing. And I was like, if I was that girl's friend, I would be like, you need to get it together and like get out. And I've definitely been that girl before that's like in a stupid, shitty relationship. And my friends are like, hi, get the fuck out. I know it's so much easier said than done. But you just gotta fucking do it, man. Like once you're out of it, like you'll get it. You'll be like, oh, I get it. My friends, they were right. So ultimately, I am on Kristen I keep calling her Kristen. I am on Stassi and Katie's side with this. I get it. It's like, the only thing that's left to do is like take you by the neck and shake you, and hopefully that like knocks some sense into you. Like that's the only thing I can do now. I can't continue to sit here and watch you be in this torturous relationship with this guy that doesn't pay anything and it's not even nice to you, like not even fundamentally nice to you. So I get it. I do think that we don't know a ton about what's going on. I do think at the end of the day, if Kristen really needed Katie or Stassi, they would hopefully be there for her. But I get it. Like sometimes it's just like, okay, I get that you can't see what I'm saying, but you're going to have to go figure this out because I can officially no longer sit back and just like watch you like literally emotionally abuse yourself with this shit human. So I get it. I do feel bad for Kristen though. I think that she's definitely like going through it right now. I think she's definitely just like in this like black hole. We all go through times like that in our lives, hills and valleys. We all go through that. And I feel really bad for Kristen because I really do feel like right now she's just kind of in like a black hole of her life. But I really hope that she gets out of it and she ends up getting away from Carter and then she ends up finding her beau. That's what I want for Kristen really, really bad. Season 9, let that be what it's about. And I also really hope that she ends up going to Stassi's wedding, which we won't see till probably next season, but because it hasn't happened yet. But Stassi was on Daily Pop this week and they asked her if Kristen was going to be invited to the wedding, and she said that she didn't know because, everything was still very like up in the air with their friendship. And that'll be really sad. So I hope that goes away. And I hope that she figures it out because it's really sad to watch. But it's definitely going to be what this season is about. And as we know right now, like in real time, they're not friends right now. So I don't know. Let's see. Another big storyline this year on season 8 is going to be that they have all moved out of their shitty apartments and they've all gotten $1 million houses that apparently all look alike. I don't really think they all look alike. They're all white. That's kind of like it. I totally get that Ariana and Tom are like annoyed though, because like they did it first. There's nothing worse than a copycat. I will say it till the day that I fucking die. Be original. Be original. You. I don't know why I just cheered. Ugh, hate myself. And yeah, we all like pull from people and stuff for little bitty things, but like it's like when you do something and then that person immediately does it too. It's like, hi, have an original thought. Anyways, I just got a new mirror. That's why I keep looking over there a lot, by the way, because I'm just like, I love it so much. For those of you that are watching and are wondering why I keep looking that way, because I just got a new mirror and it's so pretty. Okay, I'm obsessed with mirrors and anything that basically is shiny and breakable. Let's see. So yeah, they all got houses. By they all, I mean Katie and Tom Schwartz, Ariana and Tom, and Brittany and Jax all got houses. Kristen got a house as well. Currently in the show, we're seeing her in the process of moving into it. So we haven't really seen it yet. We've seen the outside. It looks super, super cute. Love it. Hers is definitely my favorite out of all of them. I mean, just because it's like cute. Well, if I had to pick which one to live in, I don't know if it would be that one, but it's definitely the most pleasing to look at, if you will. It's decorated really cute on the outside. Jax was on Watch What Happens Live last night, and he was very, very energetic. He was giving us a lot of, not necessarily tea, as the kids say, but a lot of feelings and emotions. We definitely know where Jax stands in every situation right now. We know how he feels about the new people, doesn't like them. We know how he feels about the Katie and Kristen and Stassi fight. He's on Katie and Kristen's side. God freaking bless. He is on Katie and Stassi's side. We know that they are waiting to have babies until the weddings of their friends, Lala and Stassi, are over so that they don't have to potentially risk not being able to go to the wedding because Brittany is too pregnant, because that's real. It's real, guys. You shouldn't fly after 8 months. I've never been pregnant, but that's what I've heard and I believe it. Anyways, maybe even before, like, let's just stay on ground. Yeah, so he was very, very energetic. He was telling us all the things that he felt. If you didn't watch it, you should, which anyone that is listening to this podcast has probably watched it and maybe watched it twice. The new people, I touched on that a little bit. I mean, from what we saw, I liked them. I will say I was surprised at myself. I didn't clock that obviously they would be working at TomTom. Like this whole time I was like, why are we getting new people? Why are we getting new people? It's because there's a new restaurant with new staff that are going to be present and in there. Duh, Tabitha. It makes so much sense. So, I mean, also, I think they just need new blood to like keep the show fresh. And also, I think that a few of these cast members will be trickling out. I mean, I don't know. But yeah. So from what I've seen, I like the new people. Dana, I think is her name. I said it earlier, but now I've already forgotten it. Liked her. And then the manager, not the manager. Yes, the manager at TomTom. He seemed pretty cool too. They've obviously hooked up, of course, so we're in the same territory that we were in before. The other guy that's working at Sir that said Sheena was a bad kisser and all that stuff, I don't really like him so far. He's kind of, to me, I thought it was hilarious that he said that Sheena was a bad kisser. I don't really like Sheena that much as a person on the show. But I don't know. He just didn't really impress me. But I did like the other two. And then, of course, there's two more that we haven't met yet. So, yeah. Okay, guys. That is pretty much all the pop culture news I have for you today. So let's wrap this up with things that I do not get. I have a couple. One, and it's the new year, so a lot of people are doing it. You all know at least two people that have done it. Announcing that you're going to take a break from social media. Just take a break. Just stop. Just stop posting. Just go. Just ghost. Ghost us. It is so annoying. I don't care if you're a celebrity with millions and millions of followers or if you're my next door neighbor with 3 followers. Do not tell me that you're taking a break from social media. I don't give a fuck. Just fall off the map for a bit. It's normal. It's healthy. It makes you look way cooler and more mysterious. It's a huge peeve of mine. I know at least I don't know. So many people that I've seen on Instagram lately are like, taking a break, see you guys soon. And it's like, bye. Hate that. So my 2 cents on that. Know you guys are waiting for it. And also something I don't get. I know it's true, but I don't get it. And I certainly don't fucking like it. I learned over the holidays that it is bad to sleep on your side for your skin. It causes wrinkles. I am a person that can only sleep in a fetal position. I need to be on my side in a ball, like curled up with Tippy. I cannot lay on my back. I'll kind of sometimes get on my stomach, but there's still some side action going on. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to be the wrinkliest bitch in the world because I can't sleep on my back like a vampire. Apparently Jennifer Lopez does that, and that's why she's so perfect and good for freaking her. I literally tried the other night. I was sleeping on my back. I tried, and I was like, I can't fucking fall asleep like this. So turned over on my side, and I was asleep within 5 seconds. So that makes me sad. Apparently it's the number 3 cause of aging marks is sleeping on your side. So that's really fucking depressing, and I'm going to start getting Botox in 2020. Probably not, but definitely this decade. Watch me do it, people. Watch me do it. Okay, guys. That's all I've got for you. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. I hope it's off to a good start. And I will be chatting with you all soon. Oh, of course, gotta plug it. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at the Pop Culture Dweeb. Follow me on Twitter if you want to. I'm really never on there. And if I am on there, I'm usually just saying something a little bit sassy that's going in my mind. But that's Dweeb on Twitter. So the Pop Culture Dweeb on Instagram, Dweeb on Twitter. And then you can also watch this podcast on YouTube. Just type in the Pop Culture Dweeb. Please, 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 please leave me 5 stars, a review, and be like Dorinda and make it nice. And seriously, guys, leave a review. I get so many people telling me they listened, but no reviews. I want reviews. I need your reviews. Okay. Bye, guys.